We were doing exercise 6.2 and we are left with one question of this exercise. Exercise 6.2, question number 6. And the thing is, I would like to discuss this question at the very end of the chapter. Not for now, like it requires a little revision of physics. So I will not take this up right now. I'm going to discuss the next part. So what I want you to do is leave 2 pages for question number 6. 2 pages are not required for the answer itself. There is a note that I will be sending you. You need to write down before question number 6. Question number 6 of the exercise. So for this particular question, this is from exercise 6.2, question number 6. I would like you to leave 2 pages. And I will send a note afterwards which you want to write down before we start with this question. All right. So as for now, we are going to start with the next topic, which is angle sum property of a triangle. Now, this is something which you have used time and again to solve your questions. The first time you were introduced to this was, I think, in class 6th or class 7th. Class 6th में आप first time use करते हो, class 7th में भी आपने इसको use किया हुआ है, and there is a chapter in which you actually apply this to solve questions. Class 6th में इतना use नहीं किया जितना आपने class 7th में use किया है. I hope I'm correct, if you can recall. This is the second theorem whose proof is in syllabus. Along with the first theorem, which was based on proving that vertically opposite angles are equal when a pair of lines intersect each other. Along with that, we have this results to be proved. So sometimes it comes as prove that the sum of the angles of a triangle is 180 degrees, or sometimes they say prove angle sum property of a triangle. Also referred to as ASP, and this is how we usually refer to it in the reasoning. जब हमें कहीं पे reason देना होता है कि triangle के जो 3 angles हैं, and when I say 3 angles of the triangle, I'm actually referring to the interior angles of the triangle. So as you can see here, there is a triangle PQR. The angles are marked by numbers 1, 2, and 3. And what we need to prove is, we need to prove that the sum of these 3 is 180 degrees. I hope it's clear. This is what we are going to do now. So this is a theorem 6.7 angle sum property. Now, every time there is a theorem, nothing will be given, only the statement will be there. So it will be like prove angle sum property of a triangle, or prove that the sum of the angles of a triangle is 180 degrees. Nothing else will be given. So for this, you would need to draw the triangle yourself, write down everything yourself. So let's start by drawing a triangle and then write down the answer for the same. So we have been given a triangle. Let's name the triangle as ABC. And nothing else is given to us. We want to prove that angle A plus angle B plus angle C is 180 degrees. This is what the angle sum property of a triangle is. And to prove this, we are going to make some changes to the figure here. We are going to do some construction. And the construction actually requires a parallel line to the base of the triangle right through the vertex A. So through the vertex A, we are going to draw a line parallel to the base of the triangle. So through vertex A, we're going to draw a line L parallel to BC. So let's call this as L and mark it parallel to BC. If you want, for your convenience, you can also number these angles. If you don't want to use their names, you can number these. And I think that will be convenient. Let's number this as 1, angle B as 2, and angle C as angle 3. We want to prove that sum of 1, 2, and 3 is 180 degrees. Now I'm going to use the construction that I have done here. You cannot prove the result for a particular triangle. The triangle can be any type of triangle in general. So you cannot specify the type. It's a triangle. I don't know whether it's equilateral, whether it's a right triangle or a scalene triangle. In general, if I have a triangle, there'll be three interior angles, and I want to prove that the sum is 180 degrees. So without using any property of a special triangle, in general, I will be working with what's given to me. I don't know what type of triangle this is. I just know that there are three interior angles. I want to prove that the sum of these three angles is 180 degrees. And for that, I have done, irrespective of the type of triangle, through this vertex A, I have drawn a line parallel to the base of the triangle, or you can think of it as through one of the vertices, draw a line parallel to the opposite side. So through A, I have drawn a line L, and this line is parallel to the opposite side of vertex A. And the side opposite to vertex A will be side BC. So I have L parallel to BC. Now using this, if L is parallel to BC, there are two transversals. For L and BC, there are two transversals. If I consider AB as transversal.
AB and AC.
Yes, AB is transversal and AC is transversal. Using these properties, can I relate the angles which line L forms outside the triangle? Let's mark this as number 4 and this over here as 5. Can you relate 4 and 5 with any interior angle of the triangle?
Yes,
Angle 4 is equal to 2 and 5 is equal to 3.
If I consider AB as transversal, angle 4 will be equal to angle 2. This forms a pair of alternate interior angles.
Alternative interior angles. Yes, ma'am.
Similarly, if I take AC as transversal, the angle formed at this point, angle 5, is equal to
3.
The reason is the same. This also forms a pair of alternate interior angles.
Alternative interior angles.
Now, this is something which I used from construction. Construction में मैंने line L draw की थी parallel to BC. Using this, I have obtained these two results. What else can I use here in my question? What else can you use?
Angles on a straight line.
That's right. Since L is a line, I can say that sum of angle 1, angle 4, and angle 5 is 180 degrees.
Is 180 degree.
These are angles on a straight line. Now, in this result, I am going to replace angle 4 and angle 5 by the angles to which they are equal. Angle 4, it is
2 and 3.
This will be replaced by angle 2, and angle 5 is equal to angle number 3. So just replacing them because their measures are equal. So this is what we get. And that's it. Hence, your result or the theorem is proved. Any questions? Anyone who would like to ask anything? If you're writing down, please let me know. I'll wait.
Ma'am, 1 minute. Ma'am, done.
So along with this, I would like to write down another result, which is the exterior angle property. We have already used it in the previous exercise.
The sum is 360.
Exterior angle property actually relates exterior angle of the triangle to the interior opposite angles. So that's what we are going to write down about. So let us say we have a triangle. Let's name it as A, B, and C. The vertices are A, B, C. Exterior angle of a triangle is formed when any one side is produced. So if we produce any of the three sides along one point, so at one vertex along the side, we can extend BC. Let's extend BC. So this is extended part of BC, and when BC is extended, the extended BC side makes an angle outside the triangle. Let's say I extended BC up to X. And then there is this angle. This is the exterior angle of the triangle. And I'm going to use the same numbers which I used in the theorem. So these are the interior angles, angle 1, 2, and 3. Let's mark this as angle number 4. So exterior angle property of a triangle states
1
that
plus 2 equal to 4.
that's correct. 1 plus 2 equals to 4. This is the exterior angle of the triangle, and
angle.
these two are the interior opposite angles. अगर हम ट्राइंगल के अंदर चेक करें तो 3 एंगल्स हैं, आउट ऑफ विच 1 इज एडजेसेंट टू 4. ट्राइंगल के 3 एंगल्स हैं, 1, 2, 3. अगर इन तीनों का रिलेशन हमें एक्सटीरियर एंगल के साथ चेक करना हो तो एंगल 3 जो है वो एंगल 4 के साथ एडजेसेंट है, whereas angle 1 and 2 are right opposite to angle number 4. So that's how these two are related to angle number 4, and the result exists that if we add the measures of these two, the sum will exactly be equal to the measure of this exterior angle. Now I am just going to ask you if I can use the angle sum property to prove this.
Yes, ma'am.
Can I use the angle sum
Yes,
property?
yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
So if I use the angle sum property of triangle, it tells me that sum of angle 1, 2, and 3 is 180 degrees. This is what I just proved, right? What else I can see from the figure here?
Angle 4 plus
is
angle 3
180.
equal to 180.
180.
That's correct. And what's the reason for this?
Linear
Why?
pair.
Yes.
Adding the sum.
Because
Hmm.
1 plus 2 equal to 4.
Now that's correct. Angle 3 and angle 4 form a linear pair. Therefore, their sum is also 180 degrees. So I have two expressions here. And each of those expressions have value 180 degrees. So the expression containing the angles of the triangle, the interior angles, their sum and the angles which were forming the linear pair, their values are equal. The sum of angle 1, 2, 3 and sum of angle 3 and 4 is equal. From here, if you simplify, angle 3 gets cancelled and what we get is angle 1 plus 2 equals to angle 4. So this is the exterior angle equal to the sum of interior opposite angles. And be very careful when you want to identify the exterior angle of a triangle. Exterior angle is always formed between one side of the triangle. So this here is the side of the triangle. And the other arm is the extended side. So if at any vertex you extend one of the sides, the angle should form between the extended part and the side of the triangle. You cannot have exterior angle between two extended sides. In case I extend this also, you cannot say that the exterior angle is forming here. That will be wrong. So identify it carefully before you use this result in your questions. Anyone who would like to ask anything at this point?
Ma'am, in this question, what was to be proved?
Which one? An exterior angle property?
Yes, ma'am. Yes,
This is
ma'am.
what we have proved. How do we get this result? हमें कैसे पता angle 4 is equal to 1 plus 2? तो अगर हमें ये नहीं पता होता, हमें angle sum property का पता है, हमें linear pair का पता है. ये दोनों results तो पता है ना आपको, angle sum property और linear pair?
Yes, ma'am.
And when we combined these two, what did we get? We got this relation, the relation that is between 1 and 2. These are the interior angles, and angle 4, which is the exterior angle. So this actually is referred to as the exterior angle property, जो हम sums में use करते हैं कि exterior angle of a triangle is equal to sum of interior opposite angles. कहाँ से आया? वो यहाँ से आया है with the help of angle sum property and the linear pair theory. Are you following?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am. Ma'am, when we extended the line from angle C, why can't we say that it is an exterior angle?
Like towards, you are asking me to extend AC.
Yes, ma'am.
So you are saying if I extend this side, it's just this one. And you are saying this
Yes,
angle over
ma'am.
here should be exterior angle. No, this is not exterior angle. This is vertically opposite to 3.
Okay, ma'am.
The exterior angle will always form a linear pair with one of the interior angles. This is something which can remember. जो भी exterior angle होगा, वो interior angle के साथ linear pair बनाएगा. If it's not making a linear pair with any of the interior angles, it is not an exterior angle.
Okay, ma'am.
After this, we have exercise 6.3, and I think you people are going to enjoy doing this because this is something you've done in 7th standard using angle sum property and using the exterior angle property time and again. So the first question here is based on figure given here. So be very careful. Every time you read a question, please refer to the figure carefully. Figure 6.39 is over here below question number 3. So there is a triangle PQR. Now, as you can see, the base of the triangle has been extended towards the left side. So this is exterior angle, 110 degrees. It forms a linear pair with the interior angle, right? And at vertex P, the side QP is extended. The side QP is extended towards P point or the vertex P. And again, this is an exterior angle. It forms a linear pair with the interior angle. You want to find out the measure of angle PRQ. This is the angle you want to find out.
We can use the exterior angles with the help of linear pair, and then both the angles are available. We can use the angle sum property to find the third angle.
So we can take this as 1, this as 2, find 1 and 2, and then find the required angle, right?
Or we can find 1 and then we can
Ma'am,
use the
P plus
exterior
R
angle
equal
sum
to
property.
110. 2 plus 3 equal to 135.
There are actually 2 ways to do it. You can first find angle 1 and angle 2 using linear pair. 1 and 2 will be calculated using linear pair, and then apply angle sum property to find your required angle. Let's mark this as 3. So then find angle 3. This is one way of doing it. The other way of doing the same question is if you find angle 1 or angle 2, इनमें से कोई एक फाइंड कर लो using linear pair and then use exterior angle property. Use exterior angle property for the other pair. So let us say if we find angle 1, अगर हम angle 1 find कर लेंगे, angle 1 comes out to be 45 degrees.
Yes, ma'am.
This will be 45 degrees, and then what I can do is I can relate 110 with angle number 1 and angle number 3, exterior angle property, and then I will not need angle 2. उस केस में मुझे angle 2 की जरूरत नहीं पड़ेगी. और अगर मैं angle 2 find करती हूँ, if I don't find angle 1, if I find angle 2, can anyone tell me quickly what will be the measure of angle 2?
70 degrees.
So this angle here will be 70 degrees. And then what I can do is I can relate 135 with angle 70 and angle 3, exterior angle property. उसमें मुझे angle 1 की जरूरत नहीं पड़ेगी. So there are 2 ways or 3 ways you can say to do the same question. Whichever way you find it easier, you can do it. It's completely fine. If you need 2 steps or 3 steps, it's completely fine. Will you be able to do
How we are able
this?
to relate?
Which one?
How we are able to relate 135 degree with angle 3 and 2?
This is the exterior angle.
Yes, ma'am.
This is the exterior angle. Now there are 3 interior angles: angle number 1, angle number 2, and angle number 3. To which 2 interior angles the exterior angle is related to? आपने उसके साथ वाला एंगल नहीं लेना होता, ये नहीं लेना हमने. 2 and 3. So 135 is actually equal to angle 2 plus angle number 3. Right?
Okay, ma'am.
So you can find angle 2 and then apply this property.
Angle 365 degree.
Fine? Will you be able to do this yourself? Or you want to do it with me right now?
Ma'am.
Okay, let's just
We
quickly
can
do it.
ourselves.
You can do it side by side by the time I'm writing here. Done?
No, ma'am.
Done. Ma'am, angle 170.
Yes. Angle 1 is 70 degrees and angle 2 comes out to be 65 degrees. Actually, I've changed the numbers here because I'm only using 2 angles. I'm not using 3. So if you're using 3, number them as 1, 2, 3. And do look at the figure and then answer. Okay, one thing which I just realized, because I just changed what I had shown in the book earlier when I was explaining to you, I numbered it differently, and while solving, I have numbered it differently. This is something what happens when students are doing geometry. They forget to mark the numbers in the figure because there are questions in which the students learn the answer. And then they know that in the figure, they're supposed to mark a few angles, and those angles are numbered 1, 2, 3. But they don't mark it in the figure. They'll just write down the answer. Pura answer लिख देंगे. Think of it like answering a science question without labeling a diagram. So you are describing everything, but you are not labeling anything in the diagram. Where is which part? So that's what happens with the geometry also. The students don't label in the figure, but they do write the answer. So at that point, I have to put a question mark and ask, like, at least let me know where the angle is. How do I know where you are taking angle 1 or angle 2? So be careful. It's like labeling your axis when you're drawing a graph. Ayushi, is it done, beta?
Can we
Yes, ma'am.
relate angle 1 and 2?
You can relate angle 1 and 2, but they are not directly related. You will need
Ma'am,
this
by
angle.
angles on a same line.
Angles on the same line means they should have the same vertex. The vertex must be same. Angle 1's vertex is Q, angle 2's vertex is R. The vertex must be same. एक vertex पे जब दो angles बनते हैं, like here, these are angles on a line, 1 and 1, 1, 0.
Okay.
So the next question that we have is question number 2. Question number 2 is it's important question actually. इसी पे based theoretical question भी आ जाता है sometimes. So we have been given figure 6.40. This one, angle X is 62 degrees. They have marked it. Angle XYZ is 54 degrees. So this complete angle is 54 degrees. The whole angle. You have to, okay, YO and ZO are bisectors. So can you see the segments YO and ZO? The line segment YO, starting from Y, going up to O, it is bisecting angle Y, the one which is 54 degrees. इस angle की bisection हो रही है. So that means these two parts of this angle are equal. This part is equal to this part. Similarly, OZ or ZO is bisecting angle